Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. If you would like to learn how to identify the life that you want, continue watching. Law of attraction states something very simple, that we attract simply what we are. So when you understand this, your life tends to become a lot more simple. You know that if you want to receive good, you put good out, and that allows for us to just have a life that's more pleasing and more in alignment with what we want. But sometimes, just because life's simpler and smoother, we can still feel like we're missing something. Honestly, even though you are into I was about to sound really New York, law of attraction. Even though you are into law of attraction, you may still feel kind of bored. And I think that that can be related to not finding your passion yet. The really cool thing about law of attraction is that when you do follow it, and then when you do get closer into alignment with yourself, because you're not worrying about all the distractions that could be clouding your vision and clouding your mind, you have more room to grow, and you have more room to find yourself and understand what really fires you up, what you really want to dedicate your life to. It takes time to develop a mental image of what you want, especially if you've spent your whole life believing limiting beliefs. It takes time to break away from those limiting beliefs and paint a picture of what you want based off of what you know you deserve now. One of the best ways to do this is by scripting. Scripting can be defined as a lot of things, so I'm going to talk about the three main things I usually hear talked about when referring to scripting. The first one of those would be journaling, which is kind of like making a gratitude journal. Not necessarily when you're stressed or upset going to express your emotions on paper. That's not the journaling I'm talking about. I'm more so talking about when you journal with the intention of noticing all the things that you have gratitude for. So that's one example. The second example would be the 5-5-5 method or the 3-3-3 method. I'm not going to get too into it because I do have a whole entire video on the 5-5-5 method. It is the biggest video on my channel, so I'm gonna link that down below. That is another example of scripting where you just basically write out an intention or a desire, and you express gratitude for it until you, through writing, until your subconscious beliefs shift. And then the third example of what scripting really is when you journal with the intention of creating your life on paper. So it's called scripting because you can simply think of a movie script that you would sit back and read, and while you're reading it, the world comes to life in your mind. That is ideally what we're going for. Scripting is really cool because it's kind of like playing The Sims. You can create your life exactly the way you want it on paper, and by doing that, you can feel in your heart what resonates and what doesn't. And through scripting, you can explore your mind and explore your subconscious and explore the things that you want for you and the things that you may have been taught to want, but they don't necessarily resonate with who you're trying to become. I went to school for theater, and I'm going to use an acting example because I feel like people who pursue the profession of acting, they have some of the biggest subconscious beliefs to overcome. So we'll use acting for our scripting example. So let's say that you are an actor and you are going to an audition, or that's what you would like to script about, an audition experience, because auditioning is one of the more traumatizing parts of acting. Let's talk about the two different parts of our self that feels. So we have our ego, which is our mind and the very logical part of us that often looks for ways to protect us through fear and just being very overprotective. And then we have our heart, which more so feels the positive parts of emotions and the positive sides of things. So if you are an actor about to audition, if you are thinking from your ego, you can have the fear of being a starving artist. If you don't get this job, how are you gonna pay your bills? How are you gonna pay your rent? And you can also just have the overall fear of knowing that acting is a 1 in a million thing. You getting picked for a part is a 1 in a million thing. Just because you get this part doesn't mean that your career will sustain itself. All those really heavy beliefs that you can have as an actor that can stem from the ego. And then when you transfer your passion to your heart, you can understand that being an actor is more so for the viewer. You are a part of an art form that was created to tell stories and to create escapism for people who may otherwise have very hard lives and may just need some time to get away, and you can give them that by telling them a story. So those are the two different mindsets you can have before you go into scripting. If we go into scripting with our heart mindset, we have a more positive mindset, and it's honestly easier to believe because it's closer to alignment. It takes all this pressure off of us to be this perfect person. And then it reminds us that we're doing a service. It reminds us that we are part of creating good in the world. And that just makes you feel good, right? So if I was scripting from this place, it would go something like this. I'm just going to improvise. So today I have an exciting audition. It is for blank director for the production of blank blank. This production is so inspiring to me because of XYZ. I would love to be in this production because of XYZ. So I am excited about my audition. When I arrive at my audition, all the other actors are very friendly. I greet all of the other actors because I'm excited to see them and share this experience with them. So let's pause. If you are an actor, you know that a lot of times going to auditions, being in the audition room with other actors can be a very hostile environment because so much ego, right? So you are already making the effort during the scripting exercise to know that when you go to auditions, you're not competing with anybody. You are confident in yourself and your place in the universe. You know that what is for you is for you. You don't compete. It's a waste of energy. Okay, back to scripting. So I greet all the other actors, and we are excited and happy to share energy with one another. I get called into the audition room, I say my monologue, and it goes amazingly well. All of the casting directors see me fitting into the part they're looking for perfectly because they know that I can help them tell the story that they'd like to tell. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because I'm getting really into it and I don't want to get too distracted and make this video too long. But hopefully that was a way for you to see how you can create a dialogue for yourself. You can create a story for yourself that's so close to your reality. You're giving yourself a way to navigate through everyday instances. By scripting, you're making yourself into the character, and the character is the best you that you want to be. So by doing this, you're putting yourself in situations that are relevant to your life, and you're giving yourself a how-to guide to react in these situations. Scripting is so stinking cool. So by doing this, you're raising your vibrations, you're changing beliefs, whether they are very small and very slight, you're still changing beliefs to get you closer to the person that you want to be. Scripting is one of the easiest ways to merge into your dream life. So yeah, that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it for you guys. If you made it to this point in the video, congratulations. Thank you for watching the whole entire thing. If you are not subscribed yet, please do, and leave a comment so I know what you thought about this video. And last but not least, give it a thumbs up, because if you give it a thumbs up, then YouTube knows you like it and they suggest the video to other people and blah, 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 blah. Okay, I love you so much. I will see you next video. Bye, guys.